Alright guys, we're back again with another build. It's a 1999 club car. All aluminum frame. It was gas powered, had a 4-stroke club car engine. So this rear end does come with a forward and reverse selector. So that definitely helps. We're going to put a 6.5 horse Predator engine on it, which I got over here, but I gotta do some carburetor cleaning and that kind of stuff before we get it mounted on there. Waiting for a torque converter to come in, sprockets change, you know, the whole everything. Excuse me. But yeah, nothing's missing. It has the dash panel piece right here. It is missing the key, I guess. Little fancy Pontiac steering wheel. Picked this thing up for 200 bucks. I figure it's worth it. It's in pretty decent shape. Probably throw a paint job on it toward the end and get it running. It does have a seat right there, so just gotta get a cushion for it. But yeah, I think this one's gonna turn out pretty decent. Not sure what the heck going on back here with this aluminum piece. I really don't know. Maybe they pulled something with it or had some kind of seat or something back there. Who knows? Yeah, it didn't come with all the brackets for the seats, just this part, which just bolts on right here somehow. Haven't got that far yet, but we'll figure something out. Got a new welder for Christmas, so new welder, helmet, gloves, the whole 9 yards. So really looking forward to using it on those brackets and stuff down here. It is steel. This plate's steel, and it moves with the rear end. So if the rear end sways to side, this sits flush with the rear end. It pivots right here. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and get these plastics off and look on the inside and see what we got. Alright guys, so nothing's bolted up. Unfortunately, everything is taken off camera. Now it's recording, so I'm just going to show you how it all came off. Had a couple bolts in here, 2 bolts down here. That's it. Unplug the headlights when it comes off. That's done. Let's take a look at everything we got here. Pretty simple. I did go ahead and do some measurements the other day. That's for the holes for the motor. It's like 6 1/4 by 3. That's actually a little off. It's more like 3 1/4, 3 3/8, something in that area. All these wires I need to do away with because I won't need them. This right here, the shaft is a 7/8. I'll go to my local hardware store and pick up a collar and a sprocket. Haven't decided the tooth, the gear ratio, because we are getting a torque converter. I built this one a while back, which I'm gonna do an update video on the lift and stuff. But it has an 18 tooth on the back, 10 tooth on the front, and it does about 15 miles an hour. That's with the big tires. I took the tires I had on there, the little V-treads, put on the back of this, just because I wanted some good tires on here. So now it's got good tread all the way around it. But yeah, like I said, this forward and reverse is nice. You just got the little lever up front, and it's real simple to use. You just pull it out, and that puts it in another, either forward or reverse, whichever. Then to put it back, see if I can get this. You just push it in. There's neutral, and that's either forward or reverse. Back to neutral. A lot of people don't know this is how your governor works. Get it focused. This is how your governor works on the gas power golf cart. There is ways to adjust it, and we'll probably bypass it. I don't really see the point in it. These Predators have a governor in it. I don't think I'm gonna governor and bypass it because what we're building it for, we don't really need that. Just a good little putt around, something with some torque that can pull a trailer. Just a little lawn trailer like that one right there. Nothing major at all, nothing fancy. Just pull the rope, crank it up, do what you got to do. I am putting the original gas tank back on, which is a 5-gallon tank, I do believe. It sits right over here. If you've ever ran these little motors, you would know that 5 gallons, I ought to be able to run this thing for about 6 months without having to change any fuel, no more than we'll use it. They'll run a lot. So I'll be removing the fuel tank and breather lines and adding a pulse pump and everything else. But that's all simple stuff. That's just part of the process. I want to keep this throttle. If you push the throttle up here, the little selector moves in there. This is your throttle back here. I'll probably use this bracket, just cut this little ball off, reuse that. I'll probably keep this housing, run me a kill switch up front through this, and I'll actually hook a battery up with a jumper, and I'll probably just run this to lights or radio or whatever else we have. Probably won't end up with a charging system on it, just something we'll charge, or there's quite a bit of room on this shaft back here. I may end up putting I have some old starter generators off old golf carts. I may end up using one of them. Or an alternator, a little Chevy 1-wire alternator, something like that. But yeah, that's where we're at right now. I was going to put a lift on it. We decided against it. Just because of the headache of lifting these front ends with the aluminum. So we already have one like this. You've seen it in my previous videos that I built a long time ago. We did some welding on it. And the people before us actually put the lift on it. And it doesn't work out. The front end's real crappy on it. It's just not worth the time. And we don't want to spend no money buying a lift kit. We like to keep things cheap, simple, stuff y'all can do at home. And we'll go from there. That's why I do get a little bit into explaining stuff, because I encourage everybody to build these things. They're super simple, fun ride. That one right there was electric, so it doesn't have reverse. And I converted to gas, so it doesn't have reverse. But they sell a forward and reverse transmission for $140 on eBay. So that's always I may end up doing that down the road. But for now, it runs perfect. And that will haul me, my wife, and 2 sons with no problems. So, like I said, these things are geared to pull, and they can hold some weight, and they will pull in the water. Go back and look at some of my previous videos, and you'll see we definitely test them. That's where we're at for now. This will be part 1 of the build. Torque converter is ordered. I'll take this old 40 sprocket off, 40, 41, whatever you call them. Take that off, wait on my torque converter to get in. That way I can line everything up. This old metal plate I got right here actually come off the back of a lawnmower. It's about the same depth steel as you would buy. So all I did was cut slits in it to adjust it. And that's it. It's ready to go. It does have this piece on that side, but that will actually level it out once I set it down in there. Cut this little piece out. We did some measuring off camera and went in and got this built over the Christmas break. Bored, didn't have nothing else to do. That's where we're at. That's what we're doing. Y'all stay tuned. This one's going to end up being a pretty decent build. It shouldn't be too overly complicated, I would hope. But who knows? You never know till you get into it. Yeah, when the torque converter comes in, we'll come back with part 2, which will be getting the motor mounted. Everything lined up, chains hooked up, and I'll probably leave this fuel tank on there for now, just to do a little test ride around the yard. And then we'll move on to the next step of hooking the new fuel line up, hooking all of our throttles and stuff up, running all of our power up. If we're going to put lights, radio, all that'll be on the next video. And then, final video, we're going to get this thing painted, whatever color we decide on, and we're going to get it all put back together. This thing be ready to ride. Y'all stay tuned. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you like the content. We got a lot more coming your way in 2019. We'll see y'all. Y'all be good. Thanks for watching.